I go home.
Hey everybody, Chad Westport here, and we are back with another episode of Just One Thing. And that's where I go out into the grow community and talk with experienced growers about just one thing they think all new growers should know about. And I kind of already got a sneak preview. I know what we're going to talk about today, and I think it's an excellent topic. But before we get to that, I want to say hello to the person delivering the message today. Right now, we got Monsta with us. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Chad. How are you?
I am awesome, man. Again, thank you for making the time. I appreciate that. What is the one thing you think all new growers should know about?
Automation, 100% automation. Just about anything you can think of can be automated. And I think that a lot of new growers get daunted by the thought of automating anything, right? They're like, wait a minute, automate this, automate that. But really, it just get you to a more stable place, like environment, watering, things like that. We talked off air about AutoPots, right? I'm a big AutoPot guy. You really can't get a much better automated watering system than the AutoPots, right? So there's your automation for watering or fertigation, right? And then a lot of people you see are buying like the AC Infinity stuff, right? And they have those fancy controllers. That's automation, right? You set that controller to whatever temperature or humidity you want to achieve, and it will do its damnedest to get you there, right? By extracting the air and so on. And a lot of that depends on, what room your tent is in as well. There's a lot of variables there, but it allows you to actually set a parameter and stay there, as opposed to just using like a speed controller, right? Like, let me give you a perfect example. Let's say it's nice summer day, right? And you've got you want to keep, now most people don't know, but LEDs, you want to run a little warmer, 83, 84 degrees, I recommend, right? So you got that set up with your speed control, you're dialed in, your tent's 83 degrees, right? Well, tomorrow, what happens when the temperature goes down or the temperature goes up, your ambient, right? It's no longer going to be 83 or 84 degrees. It's going to be whatever. So if you, instead of setting it to like a 1 or a 2 or 3 or 4, you actually set it to a temperature. Say, okay, I want the fan to only kick on at this temperature. So that way there, you're going to be the same every single time, no matter what. It's just consistency. I really strongly believe in it. And I feel like a lot of people overlook it. And they just don't understand the importance of it. Another easy thing you can do to automate is those Inkbird devices. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, so you can connect a dehumidifier or humidifier to one of those, or a heater, right? And have the probe in the middle of your canopy where it really matters, and control the device that way. Trying to dial in like those humidifiers with like a knob or something like that, that's just silly. You'll never get the right humidity level you want. With a $35, $45 sensor, like an Inkbird or something equivalent, then you can, automate your climate, right? So I'm just a big, firm believer in automation. The phrase you use, the fear is the killer, basically. And that's it for a lot of people. Like, the fear of failure stops them from learning or doing new things. And you have to get out of that mindset. So yeah, you can't be afraid to learn new things, especially automation. Let's forget about the automated watering. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit more advanced. I'd like people to learn how to water the plant first, right? And get that under the belt, knowing, like how heavy a pot gets when it's fed, and so on and so on. I'm not telling you don't get AutoPots if you're a new grower, but I think that automated watering is actually the last thing you should look at when it comes to automation, because it's a little bit more expensive, right? It's a higher cost of entry, right? But like your automated environment stuff, like your AC Infinity fan, even if you have a really big grow tent, I think the 8-inch fan is what, $250, and it comes with the controller. And then your humidifier and dehumidifier connected to some Inkbird sensors. What's that? Another $100. So for $350, you have your environment automated, right?
Wow.
And that's it. However, I've seen people with some pretty crazy automated setups, like, like personal computers set up with like all sorts of sensors and this and that. And you can make it as complicated as you want.
Right.
But the way I've explained it with just those, special sensors, like the Inkbird sensors, are just plug and play. You plug them in, plug your device in, and set it and forget it. And same thing with the AC Infinity. You plug it in, you set your temperature or your humidity, whatever you want it to work by, and you set it and forget it, and they just work. You don't need to make things that complicated. I like to try to keep things simple myself. I'm the type of guy that if I can DIY something and save money, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I'm the type of guy that I like to DIY stuff so much that it'll cost me money to do it, because I just have a passion for it, so it can lead you down the wrong road sometimes,
It's all in fun, though. All in fun.
Yeah.
Well, I want to let everybody out there who is watching this today, where they can, continue to follow you, continue to see some of the fun things that you have going on. And you have mentioned you do have a podcast, which is also on YouTube, but that is the Cultivation Conversation. And you also go live on Twitch under the same name, Cultivation Conversation, every Tuesday. What time was that every Tuesday?
8:30 p.m. Usually we start a countdown. By the time we get technical difficulties worked out, it's usually around an 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start.
Awesome. Well, I hope everybody follows you over there and keeps continuing to learn some of this awesome information. I appreciate you kind of breaking down what can be automated and really offering the encouragement that it's possible. Just do it. Get over that fear. So thank you, Monsta, for your time. And I want to give you any last words, any last things you want to let people know about?
No, I think you kind of nailed it. Don't let the fear inhibit you from automating. I'll say it again, even a decent sized tent like a 4x4 or 5x5, you can get completely automated, even with watering, for well under $1,000. And the peace of mind to be able to have that, I think, is priceless.
Absolutely. And as someone who uses the AutoPots now, man, it's an awesome tool in the toolbox. So,
man, they're a game changer. They really are.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in again. We appreciate your support, and we will catch you next time.
Fuck you, Westport!